Hi, my name is Teacher Peter, and I'm making this video to give you an overview of what VIPKID is like as a job. I feel like a lot of people ask me what's it like? How does it work? So yeah, I'm creating this video to give you that information. So VIPKID is a China-based company, and all of the students are Chinese children between the ages of 3 and 15. So there's a pretty big age range that you can work with. And so these kids already take English in their public school. They're just supplementing that education. So yeah, they want to get some experience with a native English speaker and really use the language. So they're doing these classes after school. And what that means for you is that there's about a 4-hour window after school that you can teach them. And on the East Coast, that looks like waking up pretty early in the morning and getting your 2 to 4 hours of teaching out of the way and then having the rest of your day free, which is really great. I love that part of it. I love being able to do lots of other things and still have base income taken care of. So, and then if you want to work on the weekends, you can work more hours then because they're out of school. So these are one-on-one tutorials. Honestly, I think it would be more accurate to call this online tutoring than teaching because you're not virtually trying to teach a classroom full of students. That would be really hard. But the one-on-one model is great. You can really connect with the student and get to know them and adapt the class to their level, all of that. So the company provides the curriculum. You don't have to create content. It's like a 25-slide slideshow, and you flip through that with the kid. You can draw on the screen, and there's sometimes these interactive elements that you can move around. And then you can see them, and they can see you. So there's lots of little fun things that you can do with that, your window into their world, or their window into your world. So with a really young student, you could play peekaboo. Where's teacher? Here I am. Where's teacher? Here I am. Yeah, or you'll use props to kind of illustrate points. So you have the vocabulary word dog. You can show a stuffed animal dog. That's great. Other stuff like that. Or you can use printouts to explain some concepts like he or she, getting into some grammar. So there's thousands of students on the platform, and there's also thousands of teachers. Over time, you'll build up a following of regular students, but there's also always this influx of new students coming in. So that influx is nice. It kind of keeps it fresh. And also the regular students are really great. You get to know their sense of humor, their level, what will make them laugh, what they'll understand, A lot of awkward moments can happen when you just say something that they don't understand and they're just kind of sitting there. But when you can ask the right question that just, brings them out of their comfort zone enough and they can still handle it, that's a really sweet spot to be in. So if you are teaching a new student, the program already automatically uploads the next lesson for you. You don't have to worry about that. So what you do is you open up your schedule about 2 weeks in advance. And once you do get booked, it's pretty permanent. You have cancellations, but you should probably save those for when you're sick or your computer crashes or something. But if you do know what you're doing 2 weeks in advance, then it's great. There's no minimum work requirement. So if you want to take a long weekend, if you want to take a really long vacation trip, whatever you want to do, you can do it. And I really enjoy that freedom. I like being able to work from home and work from anywhere. I'm making this video in India right now. So that kind of freedom has been really great. My fiance is Indian, and we've been moving around a lot because of immigration reasons, and so this job has been incredible for me as far as being able to work from anywhere. So I just want to plug for a minute that I'm creating these videos to promote myself as a hiring coach for VIPKID, And so if this sounds like something you want to do, follow the referral link below, and I'll give you my contact info later. So the base pay is $8 per class, plus $1 for showing up on time, and another $1 for opening up a certain number of classes each week. So I think it's like 20 classes in a week. If you open up that much or more, then you get that extra $1 per class. So the classes are 25 minutes long. So when you work a full hour, it's $20 an hour with the incentives. And there's a 5-minute break between each class. So you can run and use the bathroom or eat a quick snack or do your feedback, which is usually what I do. So after each class, you have to write a short little feedback form. And when I first started doing this, I used to spend way too long on my feedback. I'd wait until all my classes were done, and then I'd spend like another 40 minutes on it or something like that. And now I've gotten to the point where I can just kind of whip out the feedback quickly between classes, and then when I'm done teaching, I'm pretty much done teaching. I might have to finish off one or two, but at the very least I have notes on each class, so I know how to expand those into full feedback. So there's also a little bit of prep time that you can and should do at the beginning. When I first started, I would flip through the slides for every class and kind of practice a little bit, and so that added a significant amount of time also, and it's good to do that. I still do it now and then if I have a student that I know is difficult, or a lesson that I know is difficult, or I just feel like I'm in the mood to kind of amp up my teaching a little bit. But for the most part, I just sit down at the computer and I start teaching. And you'll get a hang for the slide types over time, so that even if you don't know that particular lesson and the content of that particular slide, you'll know the slide type enough that you can teach it automatically. And that's a great place to be in. I can just sit down, go with the flow, improvise, have fun. Yeah. So the teaching itself is pretty easy, I think. I think anyone who speaks English can do this job. So let's say like you have a vocab slide. You'll have the word ball, a picture of a ball, or maybe someone throwing a ball, and the sentence, she throws a ball. So you got to be like this. Ball. Ball. Yeah. She throws a ball. So I'm just repeating the vocabulary, saying the sentence, getting them to repeat it back, and doing some sort of hand motion to illustrate ball. Or better yet, you have a ball and you can throw it like that. Yeah. So that's a vocabulary slide. There's also like grammar slides and phonics slides. You'll get a hang for it. You'll get a hang of it. So another thing is there's different levels. So I think a lot of teachers start off in level 2 when they get hired. I think you can be put in different levels, but so there's level 1, which is like preschoolers, and it's a lot of just like really simple English and just interacting with them, a lot of motion and fun and yelling and stuff. And then there's the higher levels where they can speak in full sentences, and I really enjoy that part because I feel like it's when I start to be able to learn a little bit about Chinese culture. Sometimes I'll just ask them what did you have for dinner tonight? And it's something like noodles and like a fried cucumber, something I've never heard of before. And that's really fun and exciting for me. So another thing you have to do while you're teaching is give rewards. So there's virtual rewards and then like something you actually have to do in your screen. So the virtual reward is just a star, and you should give out these stars periodically while you're teaching. And it lights up their screen, there's like a graphic and sound, and I think they can use the stars in some sort of activity or game after the class. So you give out stars, and then you have to also do something in your screen. So this is a favorite, is, oh, great job, you get a slice of pizza. Pizza. You want to eat pizza? Okay. And then just have a little piece of poster tack on the back of this, and Poster tag is your best friend. So that's an easy one. And another thing I learned from teacher Michael, who's another great teacher and YouTuber, brand ambassador, is virtual ping pong. Like this. Yeah, hit the ball back. Hit it. Oh, good job. Yeah, hit. So yeah, you can have a lot of fun with your rewards and your props and how you teach. I've slowly figured out how to make the classes more and more fun, just for myself, because I get bored speaking rudimentary English. So the ping pong was a huge step up, and other little things like that, games we can play in the class. That's always great. Some teachers really go crazy on the props. Like, they'll have a whole rack of stuffed animals and, like, printouts and cutouts that are specific to each class. I haven't gone there. I try to keep my setup pretty simple, just because I can't keep track of that much stuff. And I like to be able to pack it up at the end of the day and move around, all that stuff. So you can stay pretty basic. What I try and do is do a lot of teaching with my hands, hand motions, like illustrating points with, and I just make it up with my hands, so I don't know, in a class today we're talking about gravity, so, I'm just like, or I'll like pick up my pen and drop it, So you can figure out ways to improvise with what you have around you. And I've slowly built up my props over time. Like, it's not like I just went out and bought a bunch of stuff. I just started with really basics, and over time I'd find something around the house, like, oh yeah, I can use this for that. So yeah, you can do it that way. And I'll make another video going into detail about what props I use and how I use them. So I think VIPKID really promotes a certain type of teacher who's like really just positive and energetic and so expressive and just through the roof and has a million props. But parents who are booking the class are looking for all types of teachers, all types of people. And I feel like I've just found students that I just jive with. Like, we just get each other. And I think you'll find students that match your particular personality, your personal teaching style. So yeah, you can be anyone to do this. You don't have to be a super performative person to teach English like this. Yeah, I love this job because of the freedom it's afforded me, and yeah, I love being able to work from home and travel around and take time off when I need it and do lots of other things with my life. So yeah, if you're interested in doing this, you can reach out to me. My email address is teacherpeter0044@gmail.com, and you'll see that below. So the link below is a link to the application with my referral already embedded in it. So when you go through the application process, you finally get hired and teach your first class, I will get paid. So feel free to pepper me with questions like it was my job. All right, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck to you. And this is, so one little thing before I go, this is one really simple way to inject some fun into your classroom. Do this for my students. I give them the goodbye bubble. So here it is, the goodbye bubble. Goodbye. Goodbye.